Right then, let's get this party started. Please welcome your host, Mr. Scott, Lloyd, Raven. Let's get them overlays on. Apologies if you've got epilepsy for the flashing images. But yes, welcome to the first live episode of the Fisherman's News. Firstly, I need to start with a big thank you to all you guys at home who supported the Fisherman's News when it was a pre-scripted episode. And also to the Typography team. I've teamed up with the lads from Typography. They've helped me out with all things media. I'm not a very techie person, so they've made all this happen. Big shout out to them. They're now one of the official sponsors of the channel. Nice one to Craig and to Elliot. And also to my good friend Woz, who's been helping me out set this episode up. He's actually moderating the chat, which is now running live. I can see all your chats. We'll be coming to that in a bit. I'll be jumping out, throwing out some prizes for some of the good questions that come in. Go back to the live screen. Look at this, I've got it all at a touch of a button here. But Woz, if you are listening, he's moderating the chat. Let's keep it clean, let's keep it friendly. This is there's a lot of kids watching. I want this to be a family fun, sort of positive community vibes running in the chat. So like I say, please keep it clean. There is children watching. Woz, while you're there, I know you can hear me, mate. If you can make me a cup of tea, that would be great. Stitched him right up there. But yes, let's get on with the show. But firstly, we need... Oh, you know what I haven't said? I've got a headset in here, so if anything goes wrong, like I say, it is a live show. It's going to happen. If I pull off this chair, you're going to see it. But I can't hear if there's a fire alarm. So if there is a fire alarm, drop it in the chat. Let me know. I'll be grabbing my photo albums and my fish, grabbing me nan off the shelf, and I'll be getting on my way. Right, let's roll the intro. Right, look at me, how good do I look with all this going on? Let's have a look what's going on in the chat. Yeah, keep it clean is right. Eggy Lid, yes Aaron, nice one mate. Like I say, if anyone's got any questions, you want to jump and get involved with what's going on. One of the main things is, hey up, we've got a cup of tea. What? Oh, turn me up, here we go, turning the mic audio up. 1 second, see what I mean, first technical fault. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Apologies, nice one for letting me know in the chat, guys. Right, let's get into it. What else did I want to say? Yeah, that's it. Basically, first up is the big news. Basically, all the big things that have been happening in the fishing scene, whether that be big carp catchers or other things like people joining Nash. Has anyone dropped it? There's a few conspiracy theories flying around that it might be me. There's some people saying it might be Terry Earn and loads going around, but that is obviously the first thing that we're going to jump into. So let's go. Big news. Right, the Nash team have sent this in. Who's excited to see who it is?
Well, this is going to be interesting. Let's get this party started.
You know what? I am massively excited to be joining Nash. I mean, I've had a great relationship with Kev and Al and all the boys really for a long time now. I actually use a lot of Nash kit for a long time. His bed, bivvies, power barra, obviously. Yeah, it's never really been something that I've done because I've always been with sticky baits. I've been there since day dot. But now with Nash baits going, it opened up that opportunity. And you know what, I'm buzzing because I've never had a full sort of tackle sponsor, if you like. I've always had, been thinking anglers, Fortis for clothing, Jag for bits and bobs, and pieced a few together. But obviously, sad to be leaving them guys because I've been with the brands that I've been with for a long time now, as I say. I think it's a perfect fit as well in the sense of I know, like I say, I know a lot of the lads and they're doers. They get out, they get stuck in, they chase the carp, they're hunting them down, they're making it happen. And I think a lot of my angling, I can bait and wait and sit down as much as the next man, but sometimes you just got to go to it and make it happen. All the lads at Nash do exactly that. Yeah, I'm excited to see what the future holds at Nash, and I just want to obviously thank all the other brands that I've been with for years for supporting. supporting me, and obviously I'm still a sticky boy.
Yeah, so basically it's me, and yeah, obviously I do want to take this opportunity. I'm going to take this cap off. I do want to take this opportunity to say thanks to. I'm going to make a speech here. I want to thank my family, my friends, my mum. No, I do obviously want to take this opportunity to, say thanks to all the brands that have supported me. So that's your Fortis, your Jag, and Thinking Anglers. So I won't be using their equipment anymore. It's obviously mega stuff. But yeah, I am excited to join the Nash boys. And you know what? I'm excited to do some of the stuff that they do. To be honest, they are supporting the ethos that I get from Sticky Bait. So it's a case of the ethos at Sticky has always been go out, enjoy your own fishing. Fishing is about freedom, and we'll come and capture that. And it's exactly the same at Nash. But I've also said I'd love to jump on some of them sort of big journey films because they'll be taking my sort of European virginity. You know, I've been over to Belgium a few times, but I have never done any of that big sort of German fishing and all that. But anyway, enough about that. Let's carry on with the big news. What's next? What have we got? Right, so this is a bit of a Dinton roundup. This was that 60 pounder. If you've been following us on social media, this was the 60 pounder from Dinton's Black Swan Spike. I did have a Dinton roundup already in the news, ready to go in, which will follow this after. But this one came in last minute because it came out on Thursday morning, and it's Stephen Drake. Drakey, I know this lad. He's a great lad, and you know what? That is a mega fish. You know, I know what is required on that weight to try and catch that fish, and he puts the effort in. He does a lot of just overnighters, and you know what? Not many people can say they've caught a 60-pound British carp, let alone be able to say they turned up in the middle of the night, and then by the morning they had a 65-pound linear in the net. It was literally turned up in the dark, got the rods out, and caught that by morning. That is some mega angling, mate. Well done. 65-pound, 4 ounces. Right, and then I'll follow on with the rest of the Dinton roundup. This one was going to be Mr. Cashy. I was actually there when this happened. There was a few catches. Cashy caught the saddleback, and he got to share that special moment with his brother on a guest, which made it even better. Yeah, love it, mate. Love it. Mega carp that. Cashy's a great lad. And then next up, again, Dinton, but over on White Swan. Again, I was there. Mr. Gary Atkin with the Snake Linear. Sick carp. And then obviously I've had to get a little plug in there myself. I had this 30-pounder. Wicked. Right, next up, bit of news in from the Angling Trust. Basically, we've got otters. We've got, well, I'll tell you what, if we thought otters were a problem, these are even worse. We have got seals up our rivers, and obviously the Angling Trust have been working with Fish Legal and the PDAA, which is the club that supports the River Nene. So they caught this seal up the River Nene, could you believe it? I think there's about 5 or 6 of them been seen up there, just chilling up the margins, as they do. And then obviously they've caught it and released it. And this was mega to see. Look at this, going back at the sea. And if you look closely, you might see his mates. Let's have a look. You know for a fact he's going out there to all his mates, and he's going to go, guys, guess what? There's some rivers up here. You want to get up them? It must have been like taking candy from a baby. But jokes aside, it's mega work that they've done there. Everyone working together to get a seal out of the rivers. You know, they must be desecrating the stock, so fair play from me. Big news. I haven't seen that covered on social media anywhere, but that is obviously something great that he's doing. Look at him with his mates there. Right, next up, Mr. Charlie Ferris has been over to Stoneacres and caught himself Kev's Linear at 53 pound 14 ounces. I mean, that's a special carp. Again, a carp that I know what is required. It's not the easiest of weights at any time of year, especially in the autumn. So yeah, I can only imagine you were putting a graft in, Charlie, mate. Well done on that. Next up, people know this man, Mr. Mozza Morris, 49 pound. That's the biggest fish from Sandhurst, and he's banged it out in fine style while he was out doing some filming for Fox as well. And this one just had to make it into the big news. Mr. Adam Biddulph, he's just put Cheshire Sandpit. I could do with a pin for that, please, Adam. If you let me know where that is, I might head over there. But yeah, mega carp that, mate, and just had to make the big news. Oh, next up is Mr. Bish has gone from Love Island to the bank. He is Sorry, he is used to be a fishmonger and went on to Love Island. Some people might know him, Luca Bish, and he's come onto the fishing scene, and I'd like to welcome him as well. 38 pounder, first fish, not a bad go in that, and there's a little video here to prove the weight. Let's go.
Go on. 39. Right, just so no one knows we're lying, open it up.
One day on the Kaizens.
One day on the Kaizens. Look at that. Hey.
Fair play, mate, on that. Fair play. And yeah, welcome to the fishing community. Hopefully not the last we're going to be seeing from Mr. Bish. Right, next up, let's get back to the home screen. There we go. Right, next up is Way Back When. So this is a new section for people that used to watch it. The Way Back When section is basically, well, I'm going to show you. These... So, this is it. 20 years ago, basically, it is no secret that what we're doing here with the Fisherman's News is sort of recreating what the magazines used to do for me. When I was a young lad, I loved nothing more than running down to the local shop to grab the Carp Talk to see if I'd made its fold. So I want to try and sort of recreate that in the digital era by, you know, people being able to feature in the news. That was the great thing about the magazines. You know, going right back here, there'll be a lot of blokes watching this who remember the times. We didn't have social media, kids, believe it or not. And yeah, we used to have to either rely on the tackle shops or Lakeside or the magazines to get our news. And it was great because I found it was a great place in the sense of you had all the trade there, all the bait companies, all the tackle companies, the Environment Agency, the Angling Trust, and then all the anglers all in one place. You know, you don't get that with social media anymore, so I'm going to try and include print in these episodes as much as I can. Here's my cup of tea. And he's brought it in my special mug. Why, thank you. That wasn't staged, by the way. I stitched him right up. He's laughing his head off. Right. So, this is the Carpology from 20 years ago, October 2005. Mr. Mike Wilmot on the front. And then I'm going to unpause this and we're going to go to the Total Carp. So, this was the front cover. Some people might even remember this. Let me know if you remember it. And I'll tell you what, we're going to delve into this magazine just a little bit because I've got a few little stitch-ups that I'm going to do on a few people. But look at what the magazines used to be. I loved nothing more than folding over the corners on these exact pages. This is Foster's of Birmingham. This is obviously, I'm sure this is bringing back memories for a lot of people, especially when me and my brother were kids. We'd be on these pages, you know. I mean, look at it. You'd stack, look how they've stacked as many products as they can on one page. I just love it. And we'd be circling them and folding the corners over, putting it on the table, dropping a little hint to mum what to buy us. So yeah, I wanted to include that page, and then also a little bit of a younger looking Simon Scott there in a feature. And then we have got some this is Mr. Richard Stewart. I've absolutely stitched him up here because, I mean, he looks like he's having a bit of a romantic dance with that rod bag, doesn't he? He's going to like turn her over and give it a kiss. I'm sorry, Rich. I've had to stitch him up. If anyone knows Rich, he's one of the nicest guys. But yeah, he had to get stitched up, and he is definitely... Just hold that map for us, Rich, mate. Wow, he looks very, very young. So, next up, here we go, Carp Care with Mr. Adam Penning. Penning with hair. Who ever knew it? There we go. I love this section. We're going to be doing it. And a little bit of a younger looking Dave Lane. And here we go, first plug for me. This is this month's Total Carp. It is out now. And, you know, we've got, look at this, at the touch of a button. QR code. Basically, Total Carp is now out with that cover of Ma. And you can get, let's have a look. So for the next, if you use that QR code, you will get the next 3 magazines for $14.99, and it also includes a Nash Siren bobbing kit with it as well. So you get 3 magazines and the Nash Siren bobbing kit for $14.99. Pick up print again, people. Let's have it. Let's get rid of that. So that's the way back when section covered, and now we are on to probably my favourite section of the old episodes, and it definitely is the new ones. We're going to do the Fisherman's Fails. For those of you that don't know what it is, it's funny, well, it says what it is. It's funny Fisherman's Fails. It's all them videos that have been sent in by you lovely lot. And just to cover it, basically we're going to run through probably about 6 or 8 videos. There's going to be a number written in the video, and you guys need to get it in the comment section which you think is your favourite. So don't jump the gun, remember the number. But also, I must remind you, if you want to get your funny Fisherman's Fails in, or maybe one you've got of your mate that you want to stitch up, send them into the WhatsApp number that's on screen now. And yeah, that's all you need to do. Right, let's do it. Fisherman's Fails.
Sitting here with my mate. Think we're going to catch anything tonight, mate? Yeah? Big one? Yeah? Lucky, now it's on.
Yeah. How are we getting on? Oh,
Well, apart from this run indoors,
doing all right.
Oh! Oh! Oh, that really hurt. Oh my god, that really hurt.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Look at this.
Why are you jumping in the pool?
Because the rod went in.
My days. I forgot to mention that the prize for the best Fisherman's Fail is actually a set of wrap sticks from Corda. You might have seen the picture at the start. The guy who fell over, he definitely doesn't want them. He might fall over them again. Literally had tears in my eyes, nearly spat my tea out then as I was drinking it. Do you like the new mugs, by the way? I was on the Fisherman's News. 1 second. But yeah, that is definitely one of my best sections. And basically, yeah, let me just reiterate. What you have to do is go in the comment section and vote for your favourite. I will count up all the votes for each number and see who wins, and I'll announce it on the next show. Right, let's carry on. Next up, trade news. Right, I'm still laughing from them fails. I need to get my head on here. Right, so we've had some news in. Right, it's that time of year where we all like a little bit of clothing, so I've stacked a few clothing drops together here. First up, it's Fortis. They have got the launch of 2 new garments, 2 bits of clothing before Christmas. If I remember rightly, they haven't showed us exactly what they are. They've just teased us. So let's have a quick look. Well, I wouldn't really call that a tease, Darren. Darren owns Fortis and runs it. Yeah, so I think it's going to be a jacket, guys. But yeah, it says there, you know, the set to launch this side of Christmas. And yeah, both sit under their trail range, which is a little bit more affordable. And then the other thing is a set of pants, I reckon. Unless it's the boots. I reckon it's the pants. Next up, Corda. I've done their first ever mindset clothing. Love it, you know, nice and clean, minimalistic. They have got some out now, and then they've also got some ready to drop. in 2026. Probably more like a full range, I would imagine. I'm only guessing there. Yeah, that's in all stockists. Same with the 40 stuff. But if you want to get hold of the Corda Mindset stuff, they actually have their own direct page, cordaclothing.co.uk. And then next up, I've got to get this on. Sticky have released a new waffle. No, this isn't it. It's got the peak first. There we go. So they've got this, which is the sticky cap, and then they've also got the, I think they've called them a waffle beanie. They're actually quite cool. Jesterman there, doing his modelling career. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's pause that. This is Oscar, one of the designers, starting his modelling career. And then, who else have we got? Jester again. But yeah, there again. They're out now in all sticky stockists. Right. Next up is Spom have released a reel. Hey, look at the state of me. Spom have released a reel for the first time. Apparently, what did it say? 1 second, we'll see it here. Yeah, so a lot of time and effort's gone into it, and they reckon it's the best reel that's in history, or spod reel in history. Big statement. Send me one maybe for free for the promo, you know. Right, next up and last up in the trade news is topography. We've got a trailer here of Alan Blair's Underwater Euro Triple X, I've called it. And there is, I have trimmed this down. There was a lot of nudity in it, or censored nudity, but there isn't any now. So, yeah, watch this, and yeah, that's it. Let's go. Unpause.
This Underwater series features Alan Blair. He's fishing in Germany, and this trip was crazy. Visiting venues far bigger and deeper than anything we'd tackled before, catching a carp wasn't going to be easy. Add scuba divers, nuisance species, and hundreds of naked people, and you have our wildest and most challenging underwater adventure yet.
Yes, I'm out in Germany. Super excited on two major fronts. One, because I'm fishing in Germany. It's really not easy to get access to venues over here. And secondly, because it is underwater. Water clarity's 10-10, like it's absolutely banging, and it's just a cool place, like really cool, public, big, wild, and there's massive carp inside, and it's our responsibility to go find them. He said, "What is that doing on my spot?" That is really quite strange. When fishing is strange. Big mirror. Yeah, we're old, mate. And deep, one of them gut buckets. Yeah. How cool was that, boys?
Right, there we go. That is the trade news this month. I must add that I've got a QR code for Sipography. There you go. So if you scan that QR code, you can get your 50% off your first 3 months. So half price basically for 3 months, which, you know, makes it about $1,000. No, I'm only joking. It's about a tenner a month, isn't it? So 3 months, 3 times 10 is 79. No, I'm joking. 3 times 10 is 30. So half price, 15 quid. Not too bad that I've said. You know, it's about the price of a pint in London, really. So yeah, right. Let's have a look at some of this chat. Let's see what's going on. Bit of me that loving the news, mate. Who's won the fails from the last news? Ooh, my man has caught me out there. You know what? I forgot all about the last news. So I will have to go back through and do that. You know what, mate? The Stuttering Carper, if it was... Well, I'm going to say that you were in it because you've noticed. So I'm just going to donate this prize to you. And you've won yourself. Here we go. Mug and sticker pack. There we go. I've already got your... I'll tell you what. Drop me a DM, mate. And I'll send me your address so I can come round and burgle your house. I'm only joking. I need to carry on. I'm going to stay out of this chat because I'm going to get myself in trouble giving loads of stuff away. Right, what is next? Open access is the next section. And basically, I put this together because obviously this is a community-based show. And these lakes are open access for all you guys to enjoy. You know, they're day tickets. So we've got a little bit of linear fisheries, we've got a little bit of swim booker venues, we've got bait and all. I'm going to show you them now, and I'm hoping to sort of bridge on this. So basically, a few catch reports among it. I did have some from Bluebell, I believe. No, they're jumping in next week's. You know what? Actually, I haven't said this. This is hopefully going to be a weekly show now. It all depends on how much content I'm getting. If I'm getting enough sort of fails and catch reports and all that sort of stuff sent in, and I'm getting a bit from the trades, I'll jump on here and make it an episode. So yeah, obviously this is a big bumper episode. But yeah, anyway, I'll stop rambling. Open access. Right, first up, it's Linear Fisheries, and the first one in is Jo Higginson. I actually know Jo. She's a great angler and a great gal too. She's had a very honest £49 15 ounces from B2, and that is now the B2 lake record. So watch this space for a 50 pounder. It's obviously coming. And next up, here we go. Another. So this is B1's second 50 pounder now, because obviously you've got the beast and this is now 50 pound as well, and it's going to be an interesting autumn because I know that this fish usually fishes sits around that mid 40 mark, and it's jumped right up now to 50 odd pound. So that means that there could be a stack of fish around that 50 pound mark in B1. So like I say, it's got to be an interesting autumn. And yeah, over on B1, here you go, there's the beast, 52 pound. Right, swim booker up next. What have we got here? So this is Wazza, and this is on a near Gatton fishery. Basically, with the swim booker section, what I'm going to do is just jump into a few lakes, because obviously swim booker is a pre-booking sort of lake facility for you on the app. And I'm just going to jump in random different ones and grab some catch reports from all over the country. So I chose this one this week because this was a mega fish, and there was also another one that popped up in my from near Gatton as well. There it is there. So yeah, if you want to check that place out, head over to the Swim Booker app. Now, Badenhall Fishery. I actually went over to this place a few weeks ago, had a bit of a meeting with the guys over there, and yeah, you know, I used to fish Baden as a kid quite a bit. It's about half an hour from me, and it seems to have dropped off the radar a little bit, but there's still plenty of mega fish there, and what they have done at the complex is very, very interesting. So yeah, you need to get over there and have a look. And here's a couple of the catch reports that stand out. So Lewis here, he was on the middle pool, he had a good one there. And then also, this one's from the quarry, 47 pounder. Like I say, still got them big fish in there, just not as many people fishing there as there used to be. Well, maybe now I'll put it on the news, there might be. So yeah, it's pre-booking over there. And then also, I've got this. They're running a, what is it, New Year's Eve New Year's Spectacular. So they put this together for me to show you guys. So yeah, you can book on. All the prices are on screen now, but to make life easier, go over to badenhallfishery.com and you can have a look at booking on the lakes. They're putting, I mean, what's this got here? Bottle of Prosecco. What are we doing here? Fishing. Mince pies, mulled wine, there's going to be food on, all that sort of stuff, and you're actually allowed guests on down at the lake, which is something new that they've never done before. So yeah, if you want to get involved in that, then jump on it, get on the website. Right, the episode, the part you've all been waiting for, which is my Super 6, where it's you guys winning prizes. However, I must say, I've obviously not done an episode for a couple of months, so I've got a lot of catch reports backed up, and I promised everyone that's been sending in their catch reports that I would always, you know, everyone makes the Fisherman's News. So these ones that you're about to see were, you know, about all between July and August, and I'm going to catch up on them, so they'll be more current as we get on. Right, let's go. What have we got? Oh, QR code's still on. Thank you. Hey, I tell you what, SIP got more than they paid for there, didn't they? Not that they do pay. No, you know what? I don't make any money out of this, by the way. Someone should. I should start like a Just Giving. That's why I changed it from being an edited episode. It's costing me about 1,500 quid a show. Right, I've took the SIP QR code off. Thanks for letting me know, Wazki. Right, Super 6, let's go. Right, first up, it's the juniors and the prizes. So, third prize is going to be a Fish with Carl cap and a Fish with Carl logbook, and the winner is Right, it is Layla Perkins, and she caught this lovely fish while she was out with her dad. I do read these catch reports, by the way. I've got a few prompts here to remind me, but yeah, I remember that they were out bug collecting. I love all that. That's what got me, because I used to do a lot of bug collecting when I was a kid, and obviously they took some rods down with them as well, and yeah, Layla got on the rod and she landed this, and this was obviously a new PB. I mean, she's 3-year-old, so that definitely captured my heart. Nice one for that. You've got yourself a prize. It'll be coming in the post, don't worry. I've got all your details in your catch report. What's up next? Second place, Elevate Baits Bundle. What's that? You've got there 3 pots of different up baits and some garlic infusion oil. I can't actually wait. You know what? That's in a sealed bottle and it stinks in my garage, so I can't wait to get this prize given out. It's going to be good stuff, honestly. Trust me, for the carp, it stinks. And it is Oscar. Well done, Oscar. I read your catch report, mate. Look at these 2 that he caught. And his catch report said he was basically out with him and his uncle. And it sounded like he was pig in the middle, because they were fishing up to an island over at Berners Hall. I know the lake. And his dad and his uncle were either side of the island, and he was sort of stuck in the middle. I think that's what it sounded like. And basically, he saw a fish show towards the island, so he asked his dad if he could stick a rod out there, and he did, and he caught these 2. So absolutely buzzing, mate. Well done on them, and you deserve that prize. It'll be in the post for you. And in first place, you're going to win yourself a Fish with Carl Carp bundle and one of the mugs, which is obviously what everyone's after. And within this bundle, you've got loads of stuff. Obviously, Carl puts these together. It's got all your corder bits and bobs, everything you would need to get out end tackle wise, and a bit of bait and all that you would need to get out carp fishing. And there's one of his little books with diagrams in it and all that. And thanks very much for donating these prizes, Carl. Much appreciated. Let's see who's won it. It is Riley, and you know what? I loved this catch report. It wasn't many words, it was more the pictures, because it reminded me of when I was a young lad, because it was actually out with all the boys. When I was younger, we used to have something called the Carp Crew, but it was spelled C-R-E-W-E, after where I'm from, and we used to get out fishing every weekend, and this is exactly what this reminded me of, you know, and all the trouble that it saved us as well. Many a time we would get home from fishing and it'd be so-and-so had a fight, or so-and-so broke a window or got arrested and all that, and I soon found out that fishing was a safe space. So it looks like this is what Riley's up to here with the boys. So well done, mate. Keep getting out, all you boys, and yeah, keep up the fishing. There's a few more that he had along the way here as well, but yeah, well done, mate. You've got the first prize and it's on its way to you probably in about a month. I'm only joking. I'll get it out to you as soon as I can. Right, adults next. Ooh, there's some bangers in here. Third prize is a Corda Basics mainline, and you will notice that before, I keep referencing to when I did episodes before, but yeah, we had some bigger prizes, but I was running a monthly, whereas these are now weekly, so I'm going to be giving loads of stuff away. So don't worry about that, and hopefully, if I get a bit more backing, you know, we need to boost this up, and loads of people will be sending me prizes to give out to everyone now. Right, so third place, some basic mainline is going to, boom, Malachi. Well done, mate. That's an absolute mega fish, and I did read this, you know, in, what was it? It was fishing, I can't remember what it said. No, it was fishing up to the weed, and he was getting pestered by the crayfish. And he made a couple of changes, and he ended up getting the bite. So well done, mate. It was a great bit of angling. Crayfish can be a pain, I know it. Second prize, I tell you what, these prizes are pretty sick, to be fair. Need to turn the sounds up. Do I? Turn your, let's see if I can drag this up. Does that make it a bit better, or do I need to bring the mic a bit closer? Second place is, let's go for this. Boom, look at that. I don't even think I need to tell you why he's won second place. But I did read, it's from Sanford Carp Pool, Chris Davies. Well done, mate. That is a mega carp. I know it was his target, and he'd seen fish crossing between two weed beds. He was fishing on the bottom, but he couldn't get them to drop. Here we go. Got a little bit of it. What we saying? Am I sitting a bit far from the mic?
The levels are okay. Just maybe bring it a tad closer.
Oh, here we go.
The levels are okay, so just keep an eye on it when it comes in out as well.
Thank you. Technical difficulties. We're going to get this right. Don't worry, guys. It's the first show. Please let me off. But yes, mate. Sorry, he was fishing on the deck. He couldn't get the fish to drop, so he made a tactical change. Cheese and rice, someone's just put. Made a tactical change to fish on zigs, and he got the bite that he'd been waiting for. Mate, great bit of angling that is, Chris. Well done. Prizes in the post. Yeah, right. And first place, and someone's just written here. Yeah, Derek has just put first must be a banger if that's second. And you know what? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. We'll see. Quarter compact divide oldall, 12 foot, free rod, and you got yourself one of the TFN mugs. And who is it? Oh, that is a very nice carp and a very, very nice picture, mate. Sam Cook, that is a great, great carp, mate. I kind of know where it's from, but it just says Nottingham Park Lake. But on an overnighter, and again, I read your catch report, mate, and the fact that you'd climbed a tree and actually started to recognise the fish's behaviours. It said about the patrol route that we're taking. He watched them, he didn't put a rig in, and then he watched them, learnt their patrol route, and then placed a rig by hand. That is a great bit of angling. And you deserve that prize, mate. Hand placing rigs, watching them from trees, that's a bit of me. Obviously, I'm going to be biased to that sort of thing. I love it. So, yeah, well done, Sam. That's an absolute banger. Right, I think that's it on them ones, is it? Come on. Yes, that's it. Right. Well, prepare myself for this one. Next up is a special mention. Hopefully the volume is a little bit better now. So next up is a special mention, and it just had to be Mr. John McAllister. John passed away a few weeks ago. People might have seen it in social media. He was a good friend of mine and a top bloke and an incredible angler. And I couldn't not give him a mention on this. I've got a little video to play you in a minute. But I did attend his funeral this week on Wednesday, and it was a great turnout from all his family, his friends from the motorbike crew that he was with, and then also a lot of his fellow anglers. It was great to see. We had loads of laughs as well, because John was a great lad. Anyone that knew him, he was a right laugh. You know, he wasn't one to sit in the corner of a room. If John was about, you knew it. But yes, the Topography lads sent me this video because it's a great little bit of it was probably John's last bit of video stuff that he did on his capture of Darren's linear over on White Swan. So let's roll this trailer.
It's probably as good as, if not better than, because of the difficulty to catch this fish, better than the Black Mirror. A lot of people have asked me that in the last few days, and I put it up there and they're like, that's a bold statement, John. And I'm like, well, I'm the only one that can make that statement. And I tell you now, the Black Mirror 16 years ago was the most unbelievable capture of my life. But the emotion of catching this fish, I think, is more emotional than catching that. And that says or speaks volumes for that particular fish, that Darren's linear, the one that you just don't think that you're ever going to catch. It just came along that day, and as I said, it still could be a spring to remember.
And whew, that got me, that did. I was actually over at Dinton. Dinton was probably one of the places that John loved, and one of the last places he fished. And this is a carp from Black Swan that I caught. It's quite a young fish, and that's why I wanted to name it Mr. Mac. I spoke to Simon Bartlam, who runs Dinton, and he was happy for me to do it. And then also over on White Swan, the same happened at a very similar time, and Diego caught himself this fish, and it is again another unnamed fish, and that one is now called Big Mac. So I thought that was a nice tribute, and hopefully we're going to see them carp further down the line. Oh God, threw me off a bit, that, I ain't gonna lie, guys. Right, moving on to the weather. Whew, right, moving on to the weather. If there's one thing that is going to change the carp's behaviour, it is definitely the weather. And it's that time of year now where the weather starts to play a massive part in the fish's behaviour. So, I mean, I'm always keeping my eyes on the weather, but now more so than ever, because they're going through that big change. They're not getting consistent weather. The autumn is full of change in weather, high pressure, low pressure, big winds, no winds, you know. So that's what the autumn's about, and the weather will definitely move them around. Loads of comments coming in here for Mr. Mac. Honestly, sadly missed. Great angler, 100%. You know, one of the best, top bloke. Yeah, mega angler. R.I.P. Mr. Mac. Cheers, Josh, mate. Right, let's jump into the weather. And look at this, look how clever this is. I can actually interact with the weather. I don't know why it's in Dundee. Let's get away, because, I mean, let's have a look at Dundee. Yes, it's -10, mate. Right, I'm going to go for Reading, because that's where I'm fishing, so I want to know what the weather's saying. But basically, this weather here, I've been obviously keeping a close eye on the weather for a long time now. Yeah, the big feed up. Chloe knows it's the big feed up. And yesterday we were over 1,000, 1,010, and now look, we're below 1,000, and it's coming in. So I'm looking at this here, the pressure. For those people that don't know about the air pressure, it can play a big part in the fish's behaviour. So yeah, it's just literally plummeting. And one thing to recognise, one thing that I always keep my eyes on, is the day and night temp as the wind increases. See how this wind's starting to pick up? And we're getting that's a high night temp for a big wind like that, which means it's a little bit of a warmer wind. Now, I'm not just saying go down the pond and jump on that wind, but it will play a big part in where them fish are going to go, I believe. But, you know, don't just take my word for it. Get down there, get your eyes on the pond and find out for yourself. But also, I will say, it is midweek, but at the same time, look, this weather is that mega. I mean, look, yeah, it's going back. Yeah, look, it's... Yes, this is screaming high pressure here. Look, so by Friday, if you're a weekend angler, it could all be over, and you've missed out on all that mega weather. Look, back to 1,021. So what I'm saying basically is book the week off work, throw the kids in care, throw them in foster care if you have to, pull a sickie at work or something because you need to get down the pond. No, look, we've all got a life, and if you're busy, you're busy. But if you can make them, you know, if you can, if you can pull out them extra stops to get yourself down there, then definitely do. And you know why? Because of this bad boy as well. Now, if you're a moon believer or not, I'm still going to cover it because you know what? A lot of people take confidence from it at the very minimum. Here we go. Got to interact with this. Look at this. How clever is this? So where are we now? So look, new moon on the 21st. Look, honestly, just stop watching this live right now. Turn the TV off. Get the gear in the motor and get down the pond. I will not be insulted. Trust me. All this weather coming in with this moon, like I say, whether you believe in the moon or not, as long as you take confidence from it, that's what it's about. Right, next up, what have we got? Scenics, again, another part where, look, people might not know about how to send your catch reports in, so I'm going to cover it again. Basically, all you've got to do is add this number below. It's there. Ooh. Add that number below to your phone and send it a thumbs up on WhatsApp, and you'll get an automatic blank catch report sent back to you where you can fill it in. Look, I at least need your name and also your... What's going on here now? What's going on? What?
You're still plugged in on your microphone down the bottom?
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm not.
Yes, I knew it.
Oh, fuck.
It's when you turn it up now, or when you turn in now. I just sat there thinking I can hear
Oh my god, we've been tuned out.
check the
Have a look at that. Right. Sorry guys, apparently the microphone has been pulled out this whole time. No, it hasn't. Hopefully you can hear me and it's probably just jumped up on your TV really loud. What's that saying? Why am I not on the bank at the minute? Da, da, da. Hopefully you can hear me a bit better now. It must have come out. What a muppet. This is why it's great to do a live show. You get to see me mess up. What was I talking about? Scenics, yeah. So you can get your catch report sent in via WhatsApp. Send it a thumbs up on WhatsApp and you'll get an automatic catch report sent back that's blank. You need to fill it in, send your address in because I need it if you win a prize. And yeah, Scenic shots are these. I'm going to show you. Let's roll the Scenics. Yes, that is the one. Lovely shot there from Darren. Mega that was. But there's got to be a winner, and you've won yourself a sticky waffle. Who's it going to be? And yes, it had to be Mark with the Northern Lights. That's a mega shot, that, mate. Well done. Dun-dun. Back to the live screen. I can't believe I messed up with that microphone. I'm pretty sure that has been out the whole time, and this has been running off the laptop mic. Oh, I'm devastated. But you know what? As long as you can hear me, which you clearly can, sound is perfect. There we go. See, it's obviously the sound's been fine for me all the way through the stream. All right, so maybe it's been all right. Maybe I didn't need to invest in this big stupid microphone that just wants banging. No, hopefully you have enjoyed the show. That is all we've got time for. I mean, I don't know how long I've been running for. I wouldn't even know. I don't know what any of these buttons do. Whiskey! But yeah, that is all we got time for. But, of course, like I've said, everyone makes the Fisherman's News. So we've got the best of the rest section lined up now. And that is about a few minutes of all the rest of the catch reports that have been sent in that we'll roll through. So if you haven't seen yourself feature in the prizes, you might just be in the best of the rest. So please stick around, watch them. But I'm hoping you've enjoyed the first show. I had to go live at some point and make a few mistakes because I can correct them down the line. Hopefully things will get better. Although, you know what? That's just me, isn't it? Rough and ready, making mistakes. Like I say, let's jump on a little bit of chat before we shoot off, actually. Let's have a look. He had unplugged the mic this whole time. It was running off the laptop. I apologise. Right, let's have a look. Hey up, Henry Lennon. Hey up, Scotty lad. How's it going? Yes, few people spotted Henry in. My bird's already got a sticky waffle. I can't believe you've stitched me up with that comment. Who's writ that? It's been sound just a bit quiet. Yeah, hopefully that sound issue is a little bit better. Let me know if that's bang on, guys, because I can see the mic levels popping up now and it looks good. Yeah, it's been fine. Was a good show. Sound's been fine. So, yeah. Do you believe in the big feed up? I do believe in it. We'll be back next Sunday. I can hear laughing coming out of here. Something's happened. You've done well, mate. Been a decent episode. Thank you, Lee. That's buzzing, that is. Yeah, let's go with the best of the rest, and I'll see you guys next week. I was going to use a Keith Lemon exit. If I don't see you through the week, I'll see you through the window. But I thought that was a bit wrong. I do need to say, though, this has also allowed me, I know I keep saying I'm going to go. Just go, Scott, go. No, this has also allowed me, if anything happens that's really big, a big standout capture, something's happened in the industry, and we can get someone in on an actual shared live, you know. I've already said it before, you know, if say, for instance, if, let's say Elliot Gray caught the Burfield comment, obviously he's not going to do it, but if he did, I'd give him a ring and say, fancy jumping on a live tonight on the Fisherman's News. If he says yes, we'll get him in, split screen, he can tell us all about it, maybe some sneak previews and all that. So you might just see me through the week. So yeah, keep your eyes on the social media and all that, because I could just pop up at any time. But yeah, if not, I'll see you next Sunday, because there's definitely going to be an episode for next Sunday. I hope you've enjoyed the show, and I'm going to shut up. Bye, guys. Eggy lit. And that's it. That's all we got time for. Hopefully you saw yourself there, or hopefully you didn't, because you might be in next week's prizes. But yeah, that's all we got time for. I'm going to end with the outro, and hopefully I'll see you next week, and you're going to make the Fisherman's News part of your Sunday.